Hello and welcome. My name is Ashley and this is my channel, A Little Patience. It is where I talk about cross stitch and other crafts that I do. I'm happy you're here. Today is Thursday, May 29th, and this is Flosstube number 53. It's my dad's birthday and my youngest nephew's birthday. He's turning 5, so he'll be in kindergarten after the summer, and I'm excited for him. So happy birthday, Dad, and happy birthday, Ashton. Um, let's see. So it's the last Thursday of the month. It's it's also my kid's last day of school. So it's a big day today. And since I last saw you, we had Mother's Day and Memorial Day. They've passed. And I've been working in my garden and I spent lots of time with my family. I made it out to Elkhorn Flea Market for their first one of the season with my oldest son, and we found some awesome treasures. He bought a trumpet and an accordion, and he played for me on the way home so I wouldn't fall asleep because I was tired. We got in like almost, I think 13,000 steps or something, and we'd been going all morning and afternoon, so I told him he had to keep me awake, and he did. And he's pretty incredible. He's really, I would say he's a musician. He can learn by just listening and then playing it, so it's pretty amazing to watch him grow that way. But my kids made me some gifts for Mother's Day, and my daughter made a little shrinky dink, and it's a keychain. And it says, "Dear Mom, you are the best. I love your cooking. Happy Mother's Day, love, Phoebe." Which is funny because she hardly eats dinner. And it's been a problem for years, but it's just really cute. So I have to find somewhere to put that. And then she filled out this cute little questionnaire. She was close with my age. I'm not 37 yet, but I will be pretty soon. And again, she talks about mac and cheese and cooking, and apparently I like to sit at our kitchen table. It's my favorite thing to do. It's not. It's where I sit, for meals and in the morning before they go to school. So I'm there a lot, I guess. Oh, here's the cooking one. She's best at cooking. Best cooking in the world. She cares for me. You are the best mom ever. XOXO. She's so sweet. I can't believe she's going to be in 2nd grade. And then she made this cute little handprint flower. I love all these homemade crafts. And then my eldest made me a cute little card with some coupons on the inside, which I never use those coupons, but they're fun to have. And mama coupons. And he also made this bigger one and wrote some stuff in there. And there's favorite memories, and it was when we went to antique shopping. His says, "Dear Mom, happy Mother's Day. You are special for many reasons. For example, you cook us delicious food almost every day." Another example is that you bring us to fun places, like the beach. As you can see, there are many reasons you are special. So, very sweet. And then this year is going to be my husband's and mine, our 11th anniversary, wedding anniversary. So I told him I wanted, I think it's steel for the gift. And I had no idea what kind of steel item to get, because we tried to follow it, like the years for the gifts. And I told him this year I just want diamond stud earrings, and he got them for me for Mother's Day. So I told him I don't want anything for anniversary. I'm all good. I'm all set. So it was super sweet. He actually went out and did it like the very next day. So it was super sweet of him. And in the morning of Mother's Day, my parents came over and I made brunch for my mom and my dad. And and my mom brought me flowers. And then in the evening, my husband's family came over and my mother-in-law brought me flowers, and I gave them both flowers, so that was fun. But and it was just a beautiful day. In the morning I had quite the spread, and then in the evening my husband grilled steak, and I had broccoli salad and homemade biscuits, and can't remember, I think I just bought a cake for dessert. So but it was just a beautiful Mother's Day. It's just gorgeous weather. Okay, so that is all the life update stuff. My table's really full. My dog is right here. She's gonna, yep, there she is. I'm just gonna try to see if I can find a spot for it. Get down, Pia. All right, so here is my, oh, hold on, my pen is sliding. My book of days. Okay, so I've got it just about, stitching just about every day. And trying to get some stuff done, trying not to start anything new, except I am going to start something new, and I'll talk about that later. Excuse me. Okay, so that's my book of days. Oh, I wanted to show you my new release first and then my book of days, but that's okay. So I have a new release that will be available in my Etsy shop on June 1st, and it is called Glorious Morning. And it is a drum with a little lady right there, and I'll show you the piece in a minute. It's just my dog is biting my hand. Bad dog. Okay, so hopefully she'll stop. Okay, so here's the drum. Shh. And it's got a beautiful big red house. I'm sorry if you have headphones on. I really apologize. I was hoping she would nap, but she followed me downstairs. Okay, so it's got a beautiful red house, and I'll go this way. There is a lady right there holding a flag, and she's got the cutest little bonnet on next to a pot of flowers, and this is where I attached it together. So that design meets up. It looks pretty cute. There's my cute little white dog, and it says, "What a glorious morning," with another flower pot. The rest of the house, and then there is two little rows of grass at the bottom, and then these pretty red bows at the top. The bottom, I just used some felt from my stash to finish it off. And then the top is Weeks Dye Works wool, and it is, let's see, I have it right here. It's really pretty, and it's Lancaster red houndstooth felted wool. So that is on the top. And then the chenille is Lady Dots Creates chenille in vintage. So this is the drum again, in case she left. So, and the house has all those pretty banners, the little bunting on there. Oh, what a glorious morning. Well, what a glorious morning, but I think it's a quote. And then I filled it with poly pellets about halfway up, and then stuffing the rest of the way, and it kind of tilts in a little bit. So it's only my second drum. I'm still practicing on how to finish them. I do like drums as finishes, but I just gotta practice. So all the floss is Gentle Art. Gentle Art floss. Some really pretty colors, and of course Schoolhouse Red for the house. Okay, and the fabric is 40 count Desert Taipan by Fox and Rabbit. I stitched it over 2 threads with 1 strand of floss, and the stitch count is 81 stitches high and 160 stitches wide, which makes it about 4 by 8. So it finishes up really nicely as a drum. And then I already told you all the finishing information, so there you have it. Glorious Morning will be available in my Etsy shop on June 1st. So go ahead and check it out. I've got other patriotic designs as well. I just love that lady. I love her hat and her shoes. She's my favorite part. She's so cool. Okay, so it will be available as a PDF. Okay, so there is that. I already showed you my book of days. Now I can show you what I've been working on other than that. So this is what I've stitched and worked on since I last saw you. I brought out, just make sure I just grab it, Katarine's Garden by Hands Across the Sea. This was an exclusive through, I know it says somewhere on here. Doesn't it? It's through a shop. Oh, it's on the front. I'm sorry, Hobby House. Exclusively through Hobby House, and I chose 46 count, and it is on Salt Ash by Cedar River Linen, and I'm using all the 103s. So here is my progress. Let me just kind of use the book as the paper. Okay, so I worked more on the border, and I brought it over. I got this central motif done, and then I worked on this over here and the border. I even think maybe I did this since I last showed it to you guys too. It's a little wrinkly. I don't really iron my stuff until it's all the way done. Okay, maybe if I just do it like that. Yeah. The colors are beautiful and bright, and this fabric is so nice and neutral that the colors just pop on there. And the 103s on the 46 count is really, really nice. It's got great coverage. The garbage truck is going by right now. So I worked on that. Maybe I'll just put it in my lap. And then I also worked on Mary Gibson a little bit more. So it was an exclusive through the Homespun Needlework group on Facebook. It is available now to everyone, and it is by Whilst Iris Naps. And I'm stitching mine on 36 count, I want to say Thornfield, using the DMC. So I have it in my beautiful bag, all folded up. Here are the DMCs I have left. I have extras of a few colors, but I haven't ran out of anything yet. I made my own floss straps to go with, and here's my cute little frippery Minnie McBean. Excuse me, and I think I'll just show the whole thing, so you might get some light through there, but I think it'll be the best way to show it. Oh, I've got a needle with some floss in there. Let me just, I was probably planning on working more on the border, and then maybe got distracted because it's like a part of the border flower there. Okay, so this is Mary Gibson, and yep, I brought more of the border down, I think, and perhaps her name at the bottom. I can't remember what I had done last time I showed you. I didn't work on it very much, just a couple days, so it's so pretty. I wish I would have gotten like 40 count though, but I had never stitched on 40 count before. But I think this linen is pretty thin, that the 40 count would have been a better choice, but so there's Mary Gibson. I'm excited to get her done, but I don't know if she's in my plans for this upcoming month, so we'll see. Next, I pulled out my band sampler for one day. That's in my Just Cross Stitch magazine. And it's this one here on the front cover. Let's see. And I'm just pulling threads that I have. So initially I started with this pretty silk I had left over from a different project and tried to match this rainbow silk right here. I tried to match some floss colors, but I'm out of one and I'm hesitant to buy more because I thought I had more, but I must use it somewhere else because I'm afraid the colors won't match. So I worked on it for a little bit and then just set it aside. But here's my progress. Here, so I'm about halfway, well, I think the chart's in 2 parts, so this is probably the halfway point. I just ran out of that dark green. I think it's dried thyme. And I'm worried to buy more because I'm afraid it's not going to match and then I'll get it and I won't know what to do. So I think this one's going to be put away for a little bit until I get more things I need on a list to order more things. So if that made sense. I'm not going to just get one skein of floss in an order online since my LNS is gone, but does that make sense? I'm going to wait till I have to buy more than just one thing. So it's going to go away for now. Anyway, I also worked on and fully finished. Let me see if I can reach it. Hold on without knocking stuff down. Oh, there it goes. I finished. Got a couple more things. Bear with me. Let me come over the top of my camera. Okay. I finished and fully finished The Sweet Birds Sing by Blackbird Designs. This was a purchase I got from Country Sampler in Spring Green, Wisconsin. I bought the, I guess you would say kit for lack of better words. The fabric was 40 count latte. And then it also came with all the floss. This is my lace. I thought about using lace, but I changed my mind, but I stuck it in there for maybe another project. It came with the ribbon and the button and all the fabric you needed to make 2 projects, but I made mine a little differently. And this is my finish. So I have it folded a little differently too. This part right here is supposed to fold and cover. But I just have it folded up in thirds. And I did use the ribbon as my tie, but I used this pink chenille as the border, I guess, the trim. Trim maybe. So here's my inside. So I went up a little bit on this pocket. I didn't measure it out perfectly like it tells you to do in the instructions. I just kind of eyeballed it. So this one's a little bit bigger, but that's okay. And the chenille trim is Peony by Lady Dots Creates. And then I did use the button that it came with. So there's my button. I just put it on there like that and then sewed the ribbon on underneath. The heart is a stripy heart, but I made mine solid. And then I think for these little Algerian eyelets, I just used the same color instead of switching it. So I used the lighter pink, which I think is Tennessee Red Clay. And then I was able to keep the same A initial because my first name starts with an A. I just changed the color. And I think that's all the changes I made, which is very, very few. And I just have to find some stuff to put in here, maybe some scissors. But I'm going to keep it in my sewing box. And I just love how it turned out. It's so cute. I've never made one before, and I'm pretty proud of myself. Oh, also for my folded pockets, I did top stitch it. I folded them and top stitched it so it would just have a cleaner look. So And all this fabric came in the kit, except the backing fabric is some of mine. I just went with like a neutral that has a little pink undertones to it. And then you just fold it up, wrap the ribbon around, wrap it around, and then tie it. So I would love this. It's so cute. And I have all the things I need for there's 2 more pillows in here, but I think I'll just make one because they're very similar. So there's that. I also worked on a project from my schoolgirl sewing club by the Cruel Goblin. This is from last year. I did not sign up this year. I'm gonna lose all my stuff. So I kind of regret that I didn't sign up, but I do have to limit my purchases. But I worked on Angel Dillies, and let me see if I can find the cover piece. Oh, here, this one. This is the antique, and it's from Sovereign Samplers, and this card is it's the instructions on how to make the needle book, which I made already and shared with you guys. It's from a private collection. So this is the sampler, and the fabric is by Fox and Rabbit, and let's see if I can find it real fast. Paperbark. Yeah, my band sampler was just on 32 count cream from my stash, but I told you the fabric for the rest, so sometimes I forget to do that. Okay, so I got the border completely done and the alphabet on top, and I just have to finish the that middle section there with the flower motifs, the bird, the bunny, and the big pot in the middle, which I have a dangling thread because I think I miscounted, so I stopped and then worked on other stuff, so I'll come back to that later. So hopefully next time I'll have this finished. It's really, really pretty. I love that border. And I have one tiny mistake. One of my little flower buds is off. 1, 2, 3. I think this one right here by 1 stitch. So, but who cares? You won't even notice. I love it so much. It's so pretty. I love that border. It's so delicate. So I'm hoping to get this one completely done for my next video. And maybe I won't even have, you know, maybe I won't even be able to show it. Maybe it'll be at my framers. So I think I'm gonna go visit my framer tomorrow and bring her something that I already have done and waiting, and I have 3 that are ready to be framed. Sorry, I think I'm coming down with something, or I think my allergies are done. You guys missed out on all that fun stuff, but I think I'm like, I don't know, under the weather. Oh, I also made this. Hold on, I'm gonna set this. No, I'll just set it here. So I'm gonna fall. My library has kits. Sometimes you can take home and make stuff. And their kit a few months ago was to make a pressed flower jar. And it came with the flowers, the jar, and this twine. So I put those on there. I used Mod Podge. I think it's so cute. Mine came with an insect too. I thought that was so cool. I think it might be like a bee or a mosquito. I'm not sure, but I put them on there. And then you're supposed to put a candle in here, but for now I just had dark chocolate. So I think I'm gonna maybe use a different ribbon too, because I'd like a bow, and that's pretty small to turn that into a bow. So I made this cute little pressed flower mason jar, and go my extra chocolates. I have more chocolates in there, but I can't fit a whole bag. So I also worked on Americana Blue for my mom. Okay, so Mom, if you're watching, you might want to skip ahead a couple minutes. And this is a project that I wanted to make for her, and she picked out the fabric and floss. So this is by October House Fiber Arts, Americana Blue, and I'm stitching this on 40 count Mayflower by Fox and Rabbit, and it's being stitched with 103s, and the color she chose is 147. So I will show my progress on that. I got pretty far. I did that whole top section and started to work on the alphabet there. So now I'm working my way top down, and I might save that house for last. We'll see. It's so pretty. It's such a pretty blue, and the fabric is so pretty too. So I have to think of what a good frame would be for it. I'm thinking maybe like a white frame with like a chippy white frame. I'm not sure. I might have to ask her opinion. I think maybe if I could find like the right blue, I think a chippy white frame would look really cute. Okay, so that's gonna go back in there. I also worked on Santa's Village. I'll put this in my lap. My dog is napping now. I'm so sorry about that. She likes attention. She's still a puppy, even though I think she's technically 1 now, but she's certainly a puppy. Okay, so I worked on Santa's Village by Country Cottage Needleworks. I think this is the one I'm working on, Gingerbread Emporium, because I finished the other one, whichever, I think the Santa Sleigh Works. And I'm using all the called for floss. It's a mixture of DMC and overdyed cotton. The fabric is I don't know. I seem to have misplaced my tag, but I think it's natural. I just think it's 36 count naturals equals Swigert. Okay, so that was my progress. I've also taken out all the snowflakes because I had initially done them with DMC light effects and it just wasn't looking nice. So I took them all out and I'm replacing them with just white. So I finished the Sleigh Works, really cute. I love that reindeer button is adorable. And I'm working on the Gingerbread Emporium. And my goal is to get this done and framed this year for by the time I start putting up my Christmas decorations. So that'll be an expensive frame. It's pretty big. I have another big one that I need to frame and I'm kind of holding off on it. On Prudence is done and needs to be framed. I'm sorry. Like I said, I think I'm coming down with something. Up next, I worked on Laura's Frisian Sampler. This is by Modern Folk Embroidery. And this sampler belongs to Laura Duet from Brenda and the Cereal Starter. They're on Flosstube. I think portions, or if not all of the money, probably portions of the money from selling this chart went to a charity, I believe. So I got it with the Roxy Floss Co. called for floss. So I'm trying to make it neat. I'm not trying to like just grip it. Kind of bear claw grip. Really pretty colors. And then I chose a, oh, I forgot one. I think I wrote it down somewhere on here. Let me see if I wrote the fabric down. See on the chart. Oh dear. I could have sworn I wrote it down. No? I don't think I did. Oh shoot, I'm so sorry. It's I can't believe I forgot to write it down. It's I think it's Roxy Floss Co. linen too. Don't they make a linen? I think I just got all the same. So I finished like almost everything on that first page. And then I worked my way over to finish the alphabet on the top so I could cut off the fabric, which is why I could have sworn I wrote it down because I cut it off. But that's as big as it's gonna be. That motif there on the far right here is that's the end, and then this is top to bottom. So I love this light blue, and then there's a darker blue too, but this, I really like this light blue a lot. It's really pretty. I thought it was going to be a lot bigger, and I'm glad it's not. So that is my progress. I'm sorry I don't have the fabric. I can't believe I could have sworn I did. So my apologies. I also worked on, well, this one I had done. I had finished this, and I fully finished it. So I didn't stitch this month, but I finished it. And this is Easter Parade by With Thy Needle and Thread. I changed the floss colors, and I want to say this is a Fiber on a Whim something, but I've talked about this in my previous videos. So I just made it into a nice simple pillow, and I used some fabric I had in my stash. This is French General Marie Antoinette, I think. And then I used some ribbon from Lady Dots Creates. I think this is called Grubby Gate. And then I just had these cute little gold beads in my button jar. So I just added those to the center to try to cover up the thread I used to make the bows. So nice and simple finish. It's super cute. And I'll have it out for Easter next year. So that is something else I worked on. I also fully finished my spring ABCs. Okay, I have some stuff on top. So I was waiting on some rickrack to come in, and I used Lady Dots Creates rickrack in Stormy Blue. And I take them out of the bag and I wrap them around so they take up less space. This is by Little House Needleworks. I've talked about the stitching before, the fabric and the floss. So I got this board at a shop downtown, local shop downtown, but it is, you could probably buy it on the line still. It's by Mud Pie, and it's just the bunny wood plank. And they have a jack-o'-lantern too, which I have for the fall one. I'm going to use that one for fall. And then they didn't have any winter ones, I don't think. So I have to figure out what to do for the winter ABCs. But he's got a cute little bunny head. I might take this twine bow off and switch it up, but I'll wait till next Easter to figure it out. But I just mounted it on some really long sticky board that I had to piece together. And then here's the rickrack. And then this green fabric I got from Country Sampler when I went there a few months ago with my friend. Oh, I gotta sneeze. So it's pretty big. I mean, that head is huge, but this is on, I think it's 40 count. Might be 36. I think it's 36. But like I said, I talk about it before in other videos. But here's my finish on Spring ABCs by Little House Needleworks. It's so cute. I'll have to put like a hook on the back so I can put it on my wall so my dog and kids don't destroy it. Okay, let me tuck this back under. It's so nice that I have such a big table. Okay, so I was able to fully finish that, and then I also fully finished one more piece. And that is my, but I think it was called Quaker Alphabet, and it's by the Sweetheart Tree. So I didn't stitch on this month, but I did fully finish it. So I do talk about the floss in a previous video, but I just had some, what kind of fabric is that? Ticking fabric, some cream and white, and I used the same on the back, but I just made the stripes go horizontal. And honestly, that's only because that's how it would fit, the way my scrap fabric was cut and what I had left. And then I just had this pretty green wire ribbon that matched this floss pretty good, and a button from my button jar, light pink. And this is Rick Rack by Dames of the Needle, and it is, I've used this before. This is called Colonial Tea, and I got this at Country Sampler as well. So here's another lovely, cute Easter finish as a pillow. This bow is kind of wobbly, but it's on there. It's on there pretty good. So, and I just glued the Rick Rack on. I was pretty lazy, and I didn't want to like hand sew it on there, so I just glued it on there. So hopefully the ends will be okay. Okay, so that is all I've worked on, and next I'm going to talk about future plans, and then I have one haul to share with you, and then hopefully I can squeeze in some stitching time before Willie wakes up. He's my youngest. He's 3 and crazy. I have a daughter too, if you're new here and you don't know, she's my middle child. She's got dance tonight, and her recital's coming up soon. Okay, so future plans. I really want to work on my backdrop. Normally I try to decorate it for the season, but then I get lazy and I don't I don't switch it out. As you can see, it's still Easter. So I want to make some stitching and sewing things to keep up there all the time, so I don't have to worry about switching things out and putting it away and bringing stuff out. So I'm going to share with you some charts that I pulled from my stash that I'm going to start working on. So these will be my new starts while I'm continuing to work on my old whips. So I pulled out Lori Holt stitch cards. This is set P. I thought that would be really cute. I may or may not change the colors to kind of match my cross stitch, giant cross stitch up there. This is set O. So I really like all 3 of these, and I just like this one because of the tea cup, and the strawberries are really cute. And this is set M. So I have excuse me, I have the willow boxes from Chantel's 141 Design Company, and I have to measure to see if I can stitch it on 28 count, if they'll fit on there, or if I should go smaller to 36. But I pulled out my 28 count mushroom Lugana because there's some white, so the white will show up on this. So I'll probably start this after this video if I have time, and I have to get my boxes out and measure it just to make sure that they'll fit, and then I'll be able to have these and stack them up there, and it'll be really cute. So that was one of my ideas. And then I also pulled out I Collect by With Thy Needle and Thread, and I got this as a kit from Country Sampler. So I mean, I can start this next, and I have everything I need to finish it, and you know, it's good to go. I don't know if there's any buttons in there, but if not, I got a whole jar of white buttons. It's all good. So I'll do this one next. And yeah, I do have these in an order. I went through these yesterday while Willie played in the basement, and I put them in the order that I really want to do them. So this one is up next, and this is Sewing Sundries by October House Fiber Arts. I really like this, but I might add some green in there. I think it needs a little bit more green, in my opinion. So this would be a really cute pillow to do as well. And then I pulled out Heart and Hand Maker. It's a doodle. I think this one came out maybe last market or the year before, or sometime in between. But this one's really cute. I really like the hoop in there, and the scissors are really pretty. So this will look really nice back there. I also got Lizzie Kate Life's a Stitch. I got this at Witchery Stitchery. That was the other shop my friend and I went to. Life's a Stitch. I thought that'd be really cute. I think definitely I'd lighten up the color, the fabric, and change some colors. Just a tiny bit. We'll see. I'll just pull from my stash for most of these. Up next, Keeper of the Pins. I've seen lots of people do this, and I think it would be really cute back here. Again, adding in some pinks and greens to go with all that. So that would be really nice. I'd love to find some vintage tomatoes. I just might have to make some myself, because that's such a cute display. I love that so much. Up next, now I don't know if I'll put this one back here or on my opposite wall where I have some other cross-stitch stuff, but this is by Stitching with the Housewives. It's not clutter. I most likely won't stitch it on black, so I'll change some colors around here too to match my room. This would look really cute in a frame, I think. Depending what size fabric I stitch it on. It might be nice as a pillow back there or on a displayed piece too. We'll see. Excuse me. Scarlet House. Home is where my samplers are. And this one is finished as a pillow too. And I really like that idea. But we'll see how I end up doing it. But I really like this. So this one's up next. Then I also pulled out Primrose Cottage Beautiful Things. Beautiful things come together one stitch at a time. I think I wanted to start this a few, maybe a month and a half ago, and I had started pulling out fabric and different threads, but I stopped myself and put it away. So I will see what colors I come up with this time. I don't think I got very far. And then this one's pretty funny. This is by Lucy Beam in Love and Stitches. I Will Find You. And it says, I don't know who used my fabric scissors, but I will find you. So this one I thought would be really funny to have up there as well. And then I love this one. I absolutely adore this. This is by Annie, the Proper Stitcher. There's room. And it says there's room for everyone. There is room at the table for everyone. I love that. And I love both ways. I love it on the light fabric and I love it on the dark fabric. This one will be hard to decide how to stitch it for me, I think. And oh, start falling. I'm gonna get all my stuff out of order. Hold on, I'll move it to my lap. Luminous Fiber Arts, Gathering Stitches. I love this one too. It's so cute. I love that it's all one color too. Another one I can't show you because it's just the chart, but it was a Nashville freebie from 2023, and it's Hey Friends by Teresa Kogut. And then last, nope, not last, Hands on Design Stitch Every Day. This was a shop model at Witchery Stitchery. She had it finished as a drum, and I think that's super cute. It is a little dark, so I might lighten it up a bit. And then another Luminous Fiber Arts. This is the Friendship series, Stitching Birds. It's so cute. You know what else would be nice? Stitcher's Garden, but I don't have that chart. Was that by Tiny Modernist, I think? Then I also have the Sewing Spool Trio by Crafty Blue Bonnet. I initially got these for my mom, I think. So I think I'm going to take a look and see if she has any more cross-stitched theme spools. And then I have another set of spools. Here. This one right here, the I can't read that. Trio. Set 1, so this must be set 2. Okay, so this is set 1, the sewing trio, set 1, and the other one is set 2. So I'll have to take a look and see if she has any stitching related ones. Okay, so I just have some haul and then I'm out of here. I purchased the fripperies, I just love that word, from Minnie McBean. I got the counting pin needle, whatever you want to call it. The, I don't think I showed you guys these, did I? If I did, I'm sorry. This pretty one, gosh, I just wish we could come up with a name and stick with it. And she accidentally sent me the, what's that called? The needle minder. I didn't order it or ask for it or pay for it, and she sent it to me on accident. So thank you so much. It's so sweet, and I'm sorry. I love these. They're so cute. And these go with the Queen of the May from Hats, which is this one right here, which I got already, but I'm not going to start it right now, but I have the little pretty things to go with. The other thing I got was the, I think it was the spring box from the Wishing Thorn. And I showed a picture of like the box, but it was still wrapped up because I wasn't sure if we could share it yet, but I've seen other people share theirs. So this is the outside of the box and it's beautiful. And on the inside cover, there's a chart. So I can't show that, but let's see if I can kind of, she had it all. I mean, the inside of the box is gorgeous. It's just so pretty. And it was all wrapped up in this pretty paper. Here we go. I successfully did not show the chart. Okay, so inside is the Mary Ann Batty Sampler 1841 as a chart. I love it. It's so cute. I love the bees and the deer, and I just love this one so much. It's so pretty. And then there's Frances Cole 1782. This one is really pretty too. It's got a really nice long burst. Ooh, excuse me. A nice long burst right there. And then a Spring Garden sampler, which I think is an original design. If I had to guess, I'd say that's an original design. And then we also got this. Does not have needles in it. It has a little oh gosh, I'm gonna lose it. A little birdie on a branch and some leaves. It's like a little charm. In this cute little needle box. And a bag. Whoops. It's a beautiful project bag. That's the first chart I showed you. And inside my project bag, I put in the fabric. This is 36 count Silver Fox by Fiber on a Whim. She also gave us 36 count Milk and Honey by Fiber on a Whim. Some Anchor floss. I still haven't quite figured out what some of these flosses and fabrics are for. So I have to take a closer look. This is, this is Valdani cotton. These are so pretty, these muted colors. A pretty little postcard with, this one has a chart on the back. This one's just a regular postcard, but I love that. It's so pretty. Some more floss. This is probably for that first sampler I showed you. Some flower thread. There's a sticker I almost lost. This pretty sticker with the bird on there. Some bunny floss straps. And some flower seeds. And it was all wrapped up in this beautiful tissue paper with a wax seal. I tried to pop off as best I could. It's a W, sorry. So that is all my special stuff from the Wishing Thorn Spring Mystery Box. Okay, and that's it, guys. Thank you for spending your precious time with me today. I really appreciate it. Please like the video, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and visit my Etsy shop where I have over 30 charts available as I'm so sorry, as PDFs. I will put the links below in the description box, and this will be available June 1st. So bye everyone, take care. See you next time.